Hey, everybody. It's a beautiful Tuesday, September the 28th. It's National Good Neighbor Day. And it's time for the Wise Guys and Girl, sponsored by Kmart's Lumber Department. Because good fences make good neighbors. As always, let's start with Sir and the weather.
A terrific Tuesday indeed. Currently 13 degrees, working our way up to a high of 17 today under sunny skies and looking like more of the same for the next couple of days. And in today's random daily shout out, send one out to good neighbors. In fact, my good neighbor came knocking on my door at 2:30 this morning. 2:30, can you believe it? And thankfully, I was up practicing my trombone at the time.
Well, it's funny you mention that, Mr. Botnick. Did you see the CBC story that's developing about the neighbor that kept phoning the police on his neighbor who played the bagpipes? And ultimately, the police said he has every right to practice during daylight hours.
And let me say, your playing has improved greatly, sir, as a result.
Is that why you were delayed this morning?
Absolutely. We're just giving a little tune.
And the neighbors?
Well, National Good Neighbor Day is an opportunity for neighbors to get to know each other better. This day acknowledges and celebrates the importance of being a good neighbor. While it's a blessing to have a good neighbor, it's even greater thing to be a good neighbor. So my neighbor and I became really good friends, and we decided to rent a space together to park our cars. So now we have a lot in common. My other neighbor's been trying to learn Spanish for 4 months. He still can't say please after 4 months, which I think is poor for four.
Oh, we're going to need develop the skill this week.
And then the neighbor behind the back planted dogwood trees in his yard. I'm not a huge fan of its bark, especially in the morning. And don't get me started on the Billie Eilish fan across the way who can't even reverse a vehicle. Don't get me started. All right, it is time for Tunes with Tamik. Tamik, what are we listening to today? I mean, naturally, it should be Won't You Be My Neighbor by Mr. Rogers.
You're so close.
Oh, the postman and the policeman.
So
and,
close.
oh,
I actually picked
yes,
the
as a matter
people
of
in your
fact, I did.
neighborhood.
Oh,
That's a
yeah!
sweet one.
No.
Yeah, like it's so
Partially.
funny when I read
you didn't
National
have-
Neighbor
no,
Day.
we
I'm
brought
like,
some
that's the only
What's
thing
Regan
that kept
say?
playing in my head. So who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? Who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day.
Oh,
And I
big
will
kale
say,
sale. I've heard about it.
I think all of
Wow.
us, except
Hey,
for
listen,
maybe
I was
Ventura,
just
but
talking
Ventura
about some
probably
of the
feels
people
this
that
way too.
live
When you
around
have a
our
dog
neighborhood and, yeah,
or a
as
little
long
kid,
as you look, sort
when
of
you go
like,
walking,
well, you know, a grocer,
you
all those
meet
people
more
around the neighborhood.
people. You
Why-
meet more
why
of
we
your
do that song
neighbors
about the
than
people
you
in
do
your
when you
neighborhood?
walk alone. I find anyway.
Oh, come on, it's a nice
There's
song.
something about little children
All right, I'll start
or
off.
pets that people gravitate to, and it allows
now,
for conversation.
who are the people
So
in your neighborhood?
I have to say,
Yeah,
I know.
I've noticed the same thing to me. As soon as my pup starts to do a number two, he gets out of the house like a rock. Boy, do they have something to say.
As long as you look like the grocer, why don't you tell us
I
what a
have to
grocer
say
does?
that I definitely have gotten to know all my neighbors a lot better, having to walk Fred every single day. So, you know what? Get to know the people in your neighborhood. You know, if we're home a lot now, more than we used to be. We're not driving around the way we used to. So take a walk, and don't steal anybody's child. Just your own. If you want to take a walk with your own child, or if you have a pet, or just take a walk and just say hello, smile, and get to know the people that live around you. That's really how we really can cultivate and create community, especially during this time, and how we can create, some semblance of normalcy and togetherness. So, put that Sesame Street song on and get to know the people in your neighborhood, the people that you meet when you're walking down the street, the people that you meet each day. That is my pick for today.
What a beautiful, uplifting tune. And I know Vice Principal Botnick has met a number of the neighbors already who've commented on his driving skills and parking. So thank you for doing that PR thing for us, sir, and getting the good word of adult education out into the community.
Please remember, 40 kilometers per hour while on Ogden. Park in the south lot. Happy to see you anytime.
Right on. Well, it is time for Adventures with Ventura. Ventura, what have you got for us today?
You know what? I thought I would share 5 ways to be a good neighbor. All right. The first one is pretty simple. Take out your garbage and your recycling. All right. The other one is keep your yard clean. Be safe in your house. That's number 3, right? You don't want to start a fire. It might just impact your neighbors. 4, and this one you have to be really, really good at this one. Shovel your driveway and your sidewalk. And make sure you don't throw anything in your neighbor's yard, right? You want to be safe with that one. And the 5th one is, we've been mentioning this one so much, is park where you should park. All right? Don't park in your neighbor's yard. Or have your friends park in your neighbor's yard. All right, and it's also Tuesday, so it's time for Tuesday's tech. So today, let me ask you this. Are you a good neighbor if you share your Wi-Fi with your neighbors?
It feels like this is a trick question.
If they pay half? The other question is it safe to share your Wi-Fi with your neighbors?
Oh, big resounding no on that one.
All right, so whatever you do, guys, keep your Wi-Fi to yourself. That's it. Ventura.
I don't know. I think there's more of a story there.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it today.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's Tuesday. Time for Tuesday's trivia.
Well, okay, let's get down to the stats, the hard facts. Did you realize that 90% of the people who live a stone's throw away from their neighbors end up with concussions?
There's a reason for that, Paul.
Yeah, it has to do with Wi-Fi and parking in the yard, I think.
Absolutely.
And throwing snow into people's yard.
Oh boy, that's
Yeah,
I
especially
remember
during
that
August.
from last winter. Oh, careful,
Oh
everybody.
yeah, that video clip. Oh yeah, that was pretty out there. You know?
It's a bit more than a concussion.
And Shiro, anything on your list about how to be a good neighbor when you play trombone or bagpipe?
Don't
Buy them some earplugs.
Move elsewhere.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is it for us. Thanks to our fans and friends and odds and ends for sticking with us. If you like the show, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and tell your friends to listen. And if you don't like our show, tell your friends anyway and let them make up their own minds. Have a great Tuesday, everyone. We are the Wize Guys and Girl, leaving you smarter and happier than you were yesterday.